So hello fellow coin collectors, this is Glenn back with another video, and today's video is about should you actually buy into the hype when a coin comes out. So when we're talking about the hype, we're talking about the excitement of all the collectors about the coin coming out and whether you should actually purchase it after it is sold out. So a good example of something you shouldn't do and you should actually wait is not this 50 cent coin, but no, we have to go down a few, but this one here. So here we have the 2020 M Privy Mark, so the Melbourne Privy Mark, the ANDA 50 cent coin. It come out at $50. So if you're able to get it for $50, that is great. But as I said in another video, there's a lot of controversy in which a lot of people couldn't actually purchase it, and a few sellers actually got multiple, so they actually sold them on. So anyway, apart from that, as you can see afterwards, the price actually increased to about $250. So here we have one on the 27th of the 7th, so nearly a month ago, and these are pretty much forgotten about now. And as you can see, there was a 5-fold increase in price, and then as you go get to 28th, so this is actually, it's supposed to be in chronological order because that's the way I put it, but obviously eBay's not perfect, and the price is still going up a little bit. It's heading towards the $300 mark. 24th, 22nd, 29th, still $250. So they settled at about $250, and give or take a few dollars. And then as we go down, so getting it to the end of the month, oh look, it's starting to go down in price. Oh, it's starting to go up. So $2.99 or $2.17, whichever one. So the average price that people actually quote would be a minimum price, no, not a minimum, a medium. So in between the highest values and the lowest values that have actually been attained for that coin. And it's like it is the mean, in which you take all samples of a coin, you put in their prices, and you divide them by all those samples, and that's your average price. And then we have the second and the eighth. Look, this is the first one I've seen that's below $200. And then we have the 58th. It's also below $200. And the fourth, 220. So you can see them. They've actually increased by at least $50 within a week. So those people who actually purchased this at $250 to $300, they would have lost at least $50 to $100 so far. But this could be just a temporary thing caused by the recession. It could actually go back up in price later, but the time frame you're not too sure on. So a good example is the gold price. So the gold price in 1980, I think it went up to $500, but with inflation adjusted, that's equivalent to about $2,000 now. I'm talking about US dollars. So the gold price is pretty much at that range now. And in 2010, it also got to nearly $2,000. So between 1980 and 2010, the price of gold decreased. And it took about 30 years for that price to reach its peak. So if you actually bought during the peak in 1980, and you're waiting to get your money back on the actual gold with inflation, then you would have waited 30 years. But if you're waiting just to get $500 back, then you know you're gonna be. I think you waited for like 20 years for that to actually happen. 20 to 30. Yeah. Yeah. About 20 to 30 years. I would say 25 on average. So that's really not a good long-term investment. And gold price is actually stable. Not too sure if it's actually going to go up. So the moral of the story is that you don't know if you're actually going to get your investment back. You could actually take a few, like 100 years, a few 100 years. You just don't know. It could actually sit at this value that we got here for a while. So anyway, here on the 7th, the 8th, 180, as you can see, is definitely a decrease in the actual price. Let's go down. So the average price now is probably about 200. And then it's gone down a bit. Oh, look, the 11th, 168, 169. So this is actually the market settling. So the long-term view is that the prices will probably either stay the same or they'll slowly increase in price. But as there is probably a lot of interest has been lost, there's probably not that much demand now for these coins because a lot of people were disappointed, so they've probably been turned off. So as you can see, the price is still decreasing a bit, and I'm wondering if it will go back down towards the $100 mark. So the 11th, 18th, so it seems to have stabilized. Don't worry about those cards. The $39 one, it's not what we're talking about. And then we got 170, 72, 181. So definitely, if you brought it at 250, you might as well just hold on to it. You're actually not going to make your money back. So there you go. I would say would have probably an average probably stabilized at $180. So from about 250 to 180, that's a decline of $70, which is actually not good in the short term, but in the long term it might be okay, because the actual price of these could actually go up in the future. But if you see a lot of other commemorative stuff, that's not the case. They usually go up, peak, and then they drop down, like house prices. They peaked in 2017, now they're actually going down. A lot of the country, they've actually gone down already. But look at the DFA YouTube channel if you want to know about all of that. And here is where I'll leave the video and make you think. Should you buy that price after it's sold out when they've bumped it up 5 times? Because as you've seen here, the prices can go down again. Nothing is forever. You cannot actually go up. The only thing that you can actually know is the long-term trend of the past. It doesn't guarantee the future, and also other factors like the current recession can affect the value of coins. For a lot of people getting free money and have a lot of time, obviously a lot of people are actually buying coins now. But when all that free money goes, I suspect that that will actually, no, it's definitely going to stop because people won't have the money, and then people are going, oh, now I have to sell because I need money, and they'll be trying to get their money back. So people are probably trying to sell these for $250. So let's have a look and see how much they're actually trying to sell them for. So we go up. So I need to take the filter off of sold and completed, and let's see. So we don't want bidding. Buy it now. So let's put just a buy it now. Yeah, 250, 270 people actually either trying to sell them at that price, or they are just trying to get their money back. And no, 500, really? Really? Someone's gonna buy that? No, I don't think so. Wishful thinking. See, 280. Don't buy it for 280. Buy it for 180. 240, no. Don't buy these products at that price. If no one buys them at this price, then eventually they'll have to reduce it, because unless they want to keep it for themselves, if they want to get rid of it, like if they have 10 of them and they want to get rid of it, they're going to have to reduce the price. So another thing here is these coins that I believe they released them for, like, I can't remember, $15, $20, 25 or something, whatever. But as you can see, the price is actually stuck at 50 for the past 4 years. So it's probably stabilized price. So as you can see, they're just too high anyway. And I think in the next video, we'll look at the repatriation, see if people are actually still selling them for overpriced at $10 to $20. So here I'll leave the video. Thank you very much for watching. Have an awesome coin and banknote collecting time. Thank you, and be careful out there.